This is a video from Leaflet, and it's about what happened yesterday to National Guard next to the White House.
You being from another country, mean I want to move to America. Why? Because money. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. I think it might be a good idea to do full stop on all immigration. Okay, let's watch this.
My great fellow American, earlier
That's
today
me.
on the eve of the Thanksgiving
Mr.
holiday,
President.
two members of the National Guard serving in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
were shot at point-blank range in a monstrous ambush-style attack just
Wait,
steps
what?
away from the White House. They'd been deputized as part of the most successful
shit, did
public
they die?
safety and national security mission in the history of our nation's capital.
Did they die?
D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force, which has achieved an unprecedented reduction in
Holy
I believe they did die.
violent
crap.
and crimes of all type. This heinous assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. It was a crime against our entire nation. It was a crime against humanity. The hearts of all Americans tonight are with those two members of the West Virginia National Guard and their families. The love of our entire country is pouring out for them.
All right, guys, I'm gonna make some predictions real quick. All right, here's my predictions. All right, one, they were saying that the National Guard were Nazis and bad. Two, they're gonna make.
They don't need to make that prediction. They already said that. They've been saying that for months.
Probably some kind of claim about it being a white person. Probably gonna do that.
No, it's not a white person. I know that by the title of your video.
And then if it's not, then they're gonna say that you're racist for pointing it out. And then I'm gonna get.
Those aren't prediction leaflet. Of course they're going to say anytime you point out that someone that isn't white does a crime, that's racist,
Yes, on top of
according to them.
that there's gonna be some don't know this or you're racist or whatever, bigot, homophobe. I don't know. It might be a white. I actually don't know.
We are lifting them up in our prayers as we are filled with
Afghani that came
anguish
into the
and
country?
grief for those who were
Okay,
shot.
if it's an Afghani that came into the country, it's gonna be Islamophobia.
We're also filled
And racism. Well, they don't stop at one.
with righteous anger and ferocious resolve. As President of the United States,
They're gonna say that everyone's Islamophobic.
to ensure that the animal
Also an
perpetrated
illegal.
this atrocity
Oh my
pays the
goodness.
steepest
It's someone who came in, I believe, with the Afghan evacuation. I don't know if they're legal or not.
possible price. I can report tonight that
I totally forgot. Also, gun control. That one too. Gun control.
pays
That's
the
what they're gonna say.
steepest
All of those
possible
things.
price. I can report tonight that based on the best available
Yo, Anonymous, thank you so much for 5
the
gift subs. Thank
Department of
you.
Homeland Security is confident that the suspect
Thank
in
you.
custody is a
Thank you for the
foreigner
generosity. Thank you so
who
much.
entered our country from Afghanistan,
Uh-huh.
a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in
But why though?
September 2020.
But why? Was he an informant?
Infamous flights that everybody was talking about.
Wait,
The botched withdrawal from Afghanistan.
why though?
Nobody knew who
Wait.
was coming in.
Wait, why? Why did
Because when Biden did his withdrawal from Afghanistan, it was just hectic. They just flew everyone out. Anyone that was connected with U.S. Contractors to U.S., they let a wide variety of people in without any checks.
they let him in? The field pull out. Yeah, but why did they let him in? I mean, we left a lot of didn't we leave a lot of our people there? Like a lot of people that helped us. Didn't we leave them there?
Nobody knew anything about it. His status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden, a disastrous president, the worst in the history of our country. This attack
I love. I actually love this, to be honest. Like I know
I actually hate it
it's kind of crass, but it's
because 2 men are dead.
fucking hilarious every time, man. He will not like stop shitting on Biden. He just can't. He like can't stop, won't stop.
underscores the single greatest national security
If Biden stopped giving us reasons to shit on him.
threat facing our nation.
Uh-huh.
The last administration let in 20 million unknown and unvetted foreigners from all over the world, from places
Complete
that you don't want to
disaster.
even know about. No country can tolerate such a risk to our very survival. An example is Minnesota, where hundreds of thousands of Somalians are ripping off our country and ripping apart.
Yes, I've heard about that. They're committing fraud on a massive scale, and they're sending money back home, and part of all the money they send back home ends up in the hands of an organization declared by the State Department to be a terrorist organization. So it's a wonderful situation.
that
Why are they here? Why are they here?
Suicidal empathy, Asmongold would say. I'd say same thing. It's future Democratic voters. Democrats are losing voters so fast they need to import new ones.
Guys, I still don't know the answer to this question. Why are they here? Why are they here? I don't get it. Why? What's the official explanation, guys? What is it? What's the explanation? Yeah, okay, Obama.
It's racist to try to prevent immigration, to prevent people from coming into the country. It's just so insane. If you import the third world into your country, you become a third world country.
Imported them, but why? What was the reasoning? What's the reasoning? What did they say? I demand an explanation as an American. Why are they here? No. I'm talking about what is their reasoning. What did they say? They said asylum refugees? Oh,
Yes, it's always asylum refugees. And if you accept that, nearly everywhere outside the United States is shittier than the United States. There's rampant crimes in a lot of places. So anyone basically can claim to be a refugee,
okay, so if your country is fucked up, all right?
which is a large part of the world.
Hear me out. If
You're just allowed to come into the United States as a refugee, according to leftists.
your country is fucked up, why would you have to go all the way to the United States? There's other countries over there in Africa. There's so many other countries over there in Africa. Aren't those their people? Like, honestly,
Those other countries don't have welfare that they can scam. They aren't as safe as America. I mean, if they given the choice, from their perspective, it makes complete sense. Rather than flee to another African country, if you have the option to flee to America, of course you're going to flee to America.
if a person's from Mexico and they're like, listen, I'm from Mexico and like my government is super fucked up and they're run by the cartels and like we can't even live safely in the streets. We need to be refugees in America. I understand that one. I'm not saying like
I don't, because there are situations like that all over the world. If you accept refugees, even like a huge part of Mexico is under the cartel's control. If you're just someone who lives in one of those regions, if that's enough of an excuse to come to the United States as a refugee, I mean, we'll have millions and millions come in. It's endless. So you just can't. Refugee status should be very, very, very limited.
completely agree with it, but I'm saying I understand it. It makes sense, you know, like, oh, you're right next door and then you're escaping to the next country that you know is safe. But
And you have to understand, these people come to the United States, they don't have any documentation. They can make whatever claim they want. Everyone can be from Mexico, from the cartel regions. If you're the right ethnicity, so it's believable. So that's the problem when you start accepting these excuses.
okay, guys, where the fuck is this? All right, hold on real quick. Hold on, okay. Where the fuck is this? Okay. Oh, okay, this shit is all the way over here.
You didn't know where Somalia was? I know because they talk about Somali pirates, so I knew it was here.
We're all the way over here. Look how many countries they had to go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An entire fucking ocean to get here? 8, 9, 10? Are you
No, they just took a plane to somewhere, maybe even Mexico. They didn't cross the Sahara to get here, I bet.
fucking kidding me? Why didn't they refugee
This whole area right here is the Sahara. You see, there's no green.
to Kenya or Tanzania, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea?
Kenya, at least a few years ago, was collapsing in hyperinflation.
Oman, Kenya, literally Uganda's right here. I don't fucking no. We were talking about Somalia. Like, because Trump was talking about Somalia. So I'm talking about yeah. They do not know the way because the way is not all the way over here.
That's not the question, Leaflet. If they have a valid excuse that their country, they're in a poor situation, they can use that as an excuse to come into America. Why would they go to those African countries when they have the opportunity to come here? It doesn't make sense. If we didn't take in refugees like this, then they would go to those other countries. But why in the world would you go to another African country when you had the option to come to America? You wouldn't.
This is not the way. That's my point. And the thing is, that, guys, I totally understand refugees. Like, I'm not saying that, like, there's never a case in which shit would happen and then, like, we'd have to figure.
There should be a really specific case, like a government gets overthrown and there's an active ethnic cleansing. It's something really extreme, but just ordinary crime, just lawlessness, that should not be an excuse for refugees.
Country, okay, I get, yes, it happens, okay? But Somalia is all the way over here. They could have went to Madagascar.
If you have the option, if you need to flee a country, and you have the option of America and another country, you're going to choose America. The only reason to not do that is if America starts having sane laws and stop taking in refugees. Then you go to the other country. Leaflet, you're looking at the wrong perspective. Why would you go to a shithole country when you can go to America? What you're proposing makes no sense for the people in Somalia.
Madagascar or Mozambique. Two to the chest, face gets the rest. They could have went there.
Why would you go there when you can go to America?
Oh boy, I mean, look at this. They had to go all the way over here. And this is what I mean. Like if people from Mexico like go to the United States and they're like, oh, well, my country's fucked up, right? It's literally one country to the north. Fair enough, right? But then when you have people from...
No, it's not. Everywhere is one plane right away from somewhere else. One payment to a human trafficker to get you to the country you want.
Like all the way over here, all the way over here, all of these places over here, Afghanistan's all the way over here. What the fuck is going on? What?
Those countries just, one, they're not attractive to go live in, and two, they just don't let random strangers come in for no reason.
What the man? When the fastest way to us is to dig a hole straight through the earth, bro, this is freaking ridiculous. Forbidden Gabriel says the entire Horn of Africa is a shit show. Dude, but that's not my problem. You know what I mean? Forbidden Gabriel, it's not our problem.
It is our problem because as long as we are accepting refugees, we will be the first choice of anyone who is a refugee. If the rest of Africa was just as rich and prosperous as the United States, well, there wouldn't be an immigration problem.
It's really not our problem. Like, if this place is a shithole, it's not our problem. It's just not. Like, that's the issue that I have with this. Is why is it our problem that why?
It's our problem because leftists in the United States have made you live in a shithole. That's valid excuse to come to the United States as a refugee. As long as we have those laws in the United States, it's our problem.
We have to fix it all the time. Anyway, this is my point. Is why did somebody over here decide, oh yeah, the problem going over here, we need to import those people all the way over here. These people who have like nothing to do with us culturally, we need to import them over here and put them like somewhere here. Not here, but like, somewhere like here. Like, dude, I feel like.
Well, if you're someone and you're in charge of moving them somewhere safe, and you're in the United States, and it's the easiest options for some leftists.
Nice. I feel like none of this makes sense. Like, I really think that none of this makes any sense, and we're just surrounded by retards. Like, all of our leadership have abandoned all sense, and I'm not talking about the Democrats only. I mean all of them have abandoned all sense. They're all retarded. This is unbelievable, man.
It is retarded. The refugee laws are retarded, but the distance doesn't matter. It's if you have laws allow refugees in, if you're in a dangerous area, refugees will come in from every shithole in the world. They will, because United States, Europe. The one thing is that some might go to Europe because it's still pretty good there, but we just need to get rid of these refugees laws. No, you're in a shithole. We're very sorry. Maybe you can send some foreign aid, but that's it.
And if the people of America want it to be our problem, then we should solve it. And the people that want it to be our problem will not like how the United States would solve it. Yeah, it's that too. Like, if we actually like collectively decided like, okay, like let's fix the problem in Somalia, and let's fucking fix the problem in Somalia. Why is the solution to just import everyone over here? That doesn't make any sense. You're telling me that the culture and the people that have nothing to do with us, we should bring them over? Like, what the hell is this? And like in large amounts. Like, how is this fucking... Holy shit, dude.
It doesn't make no sense.
I am surrounded. Dude, guys, there's retards on all sides. Also, I didn't realize that South Sudan was taken an ass by Ethiopia. It's pretty funny. But like, it's just, how is this possible, man? Why do Haitians risk sailing 900 kilometers in shark-infested waters towards the evils of capitalism and racist nation when they have socialist paradise 90 kilometers away? We're so cooked. We're so guys. I'm so doomer.
Because that socialist paradise probably sends them back.
What did I fucking say, chat? Chat. What did I say? What did I say? Huh? What did I say, chat? You see this shit? You see this shit right here? What did I say? Did I call that one? Did I call that one? Yeah.
That's like declaring the sun will come out tomorrow and being proud about it.
Holy shit, damn. That's crazy. That is so crazy, man. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent from the Donald Trump thing. We'll get back to it shortly. But I really think this is a problem. Like, I really do. Like, why are we even dealing with this? I really do. Like, why?
Yeah, the country has, this is talking about Somalia, 49% of the population inbred, an average national IQ of 67, 70 qualifies for mental retardation, 4 decades of non-stop civil war, fraud rings, violent gangs, and tribal militias everywhere. And I don't want to import that here to the United States.
Why are we even dealing with this? You know what? They make a good point, honestly, with this. This is a good point. We should take it
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful, though, some places of it.
over. You know what I mean? Damn. We should just take it over. If that's true, we should just take it over. If that's true and the Somalians, like, they really want to be American, the Somalians really want to be American because, like, damn, it sucks here. There's so much war and it's so corrupt. Then we should just take it over. Yeah. Territory. Yeah, territory. Yeah. I mean,
The whole point of all this is that we don't want them to be part of America. If we take it over, that they become part of America.
what do you think, chat? Well, that's pretty nice, right? Like, what if you just, like, put that, like, right there? You know? Like, it fits so...
So what you're really advocating for, Leaflet, is a takeover and then an ethnic cleansing. Because I'm pretty sure you don't want them to become U.S. citizens.
Well, right? Yeah, I know. Thanks. Yeah? What do you think? McDonald's? Yeah, put McDonald's there. All right, let's see this. Rebuttal.
The average IQ, in the States we do pretty well. We're not as high as some nations like Japan, right? But it's about 97.4 right there in the center of the bell curve. Somalia, the average IQ is 67.
Ooh.
Wait, is that
70
real?
is retarded. Yeah. The average IQ is 67.
Yeah, it's insane that Leaflet's editor feels he needs to put this in.
Ooh.
Wait, is that
70
real?
is retarded.
Sorry, retarded.
Wait, is that real? Wait, no. No. Is that real?
Yeah, it's very possible. No education, very possible.
70 or less is legally retarded.
Oh boy.
The average IQ of Somalia is the equivalent to a legal retard in the United States.
You wanted to use functionally, but you
It's
pulled back.
not even really functional.
Not, yeah.
It's just the legal threshold.
They probably get really bad food there, to be honest. Just in terms of, like, nutrition. I mean, there's probably a lot of factors, I think.
And by the way, some of that is because of
Shit water,
malnourishment.
yeah.
That's a huge component of it. Also inbreeding, we'll get to that. But life expectancy in Somalia is 54 years. 54 years. And the country has been at war for 4 decades. 4 decades.
Gosh.
I mean, compare that to the 12-day war. Like, that's a long war, and it's just always a stalemate because everyone has an IQ of 67 or less. Or I should say the average.
Average. It's true.
And then you end up with huge swaths of these people in a place like Minneapolis, St. Paul.
How?
No, send them back.
I want to know why they went from hot to like very cold.
Yeah. Well, it's by design. Another
That's probably the smarter ones that end up in states. But I still don't want them.
thing, too, by the way.
Worst place to choose, really.
Also, when they come here, please check their bags because 3 of the deadliest snakes in the world, they're also found in Somalia. So the puff adder, the Somali carpet viper, and the black mamba, those are in Somalia. And they're no joke.
I've seen snakes on a plane. I know this.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, just so you know, how is their IQ so well? Malnourishment, of course. But half of Somalis show genetic signs of inbreeding.
Oh, no.
If you actually look at this, there's a lot of inbreeding. By the way, this is very common across Islamic nations across the world, and that also contributes significantly to lower IQ.
It does.
And when you have an IQ rate that is that low, that is functionally retarded, you don't need to have a nation filled with geniuses, but you need to have a baseline level of average IQ that allows for innovation, that allows for basic functions of society to be performed. That can't happen with an IQ of 67. It can't happen
Thank
when
you,
they are
Lala.
inbreeding with
Thank you,
no
Minute.
signs of stopping. And again,
And thank you as well, Ricola.
It's sad. It's just sad hearing these statistics.
please don't forget, Ilhan Omar is no stranger to this. She married her brother. Yeah, you have the marriage certificate.
Man.
And you think
Can't believe she was a congresswoman.
about this.
So damning.
These Somalis here, and people get, I can't believe you would say this. They're just as American as you. No, they're not.
No.
They're not. Well, why do you
They're
think they're
not,
not as
no.
American as you? Well,
The idea that you can just literally take people from the other side of the world, have a completely different culture, completely different way of life, and like swap them out like it's like RAM or something in a computer is ridiculous.
It doesn't work that way. If you grow up in one culture, you don't, and you move somewhere else, you don't automatically adopt a new culture. So many stories of immigrants not adapting, especially if they come in large numbers. Just go to some places in Europe. It's like the third world.
It's ridiculous
my parents were born here.
and offensive.
My dad's parents were born here. His parents were born here. We've been here for a long time. We speak the language. We contribute.
You adopted the culture.
Yeah, we don't bang our cousins.
You don't.
We
Or
don't.
brothers.
That's part of our culture here.
But anyway, like this is kind of my point. Is I just don't understand. Like, none of this makes sense. Like, make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, am I the only one that thinks it doesn't make any sense at all? What's the logic here? What is the logic for people in Somalia? Their country is
Because there's a grift called racial theory that's infected Western society. And having dark skin makes you good inherently. And we want more good people, so let's import more of them.
fucked up. They need to refugee to somewhere, literally other side of the world, a culture that has nothing to do with, like, it's not even remotely close to their culture, because their country will take them and no one else will. I mean, how the fuck did that happen? You're telling
That's what I was saying earlier. And yes, how the fuck did that happen? Brain dead leftists. Suicidal empathy.
me that none of these other countries want people from Somalia. And then you're also telling me that, well, I guess we have to do it. What the fuck? What the fuck?
You import the third world, you become the third world.
Let's finish this.
Billions of dollars are lost, and gangs of Somalians come from a country that doesn't even have a government, no laws, no water, no military, no nothing. As their representatives in our country,
I'd say they should ask Mr. Beast, but they're probably going to call him racist. So they probably should call Mr. Beast to like help them out with their water situation, but they're just going to be vile to him and call him a racist.
preach to us about our Constitution and how our country is no good.
You know, God forbid the nice white guy go over there and help them. Damn.
You have a bunch of warring tribes. You can't just build wells. Tribes will take it over and force people to pay to use them. There's no such thing as just easy. When there's a civil war, there's no such thing as just going in and handing out charity. It's not that simple.
That's racist as fuck.
We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country who does not belong here or add benefit to our country if they can't love our.
The real problem is dealing with all the people that are trying to prevent deportations. All sanctuary cities, leftists demonstrating, attacking ICE agents. We need to crack down on those people. Those are the real obstacles. The media biased media that frames refugees as these nice people that never commit crimes and, oh, you're racist for not wanting them. No, yeah, we need to deal with all those.
Our country, we don't want them.
How is this controversial? I just do not, dude. How is this controversial?
And when I say deal, I don't mean violence. I mean through the state, through Trump, put a few of them in jail. So the rest, a lot of them are cowards. So you put a few in jail, and that'll fix the problem.
America will never bend and never yield in the face of terror. And at the same time, we will not be deterred from the mission these service members were so nobly fulfilling. That is why tonight I can announce that I have directed the Department of War to mobilize an additional 500 troops to help protect our capital city. We will make America totally safe again, and we will bring the perpetrator of this barbaric attack to swift and certain justice if the bullets going in the opposite direction haven't already done that. During this time of the year,
What we really need to do is denaturalize some of these people that have come in that have married their brother. Someone, if you marry your brother, that there needs to be denaturalization there.
when we gather at home with loved ones, these two patriots were wearing the uniform of our country,
Man.
patrolling the streets
So
of our
annoying.
capital. They had taken a selfless oath to defend our nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And that is exactly what they were doing when they were gunned down in a savage attack. I want to express my extraordinary gratitude to every member of the United States military who is deployed tonight at home and abroad. I also want to thank the Secret Service and the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department for their work today. This Thanksgiving, I ask every family to say a prayer for the two great heroes who were so horribly shot and for their loved ones. Please say a prayer. May God bless them and comfort them, and may God bless and protect the United States of America. Thank
God bless.
you and good night.
Man, I am so annoyed right now. I am so annoyed. You know, Julio,
You're annoyed now. I've been known about this for a decade. It's just gotten worse, but it was still going on a decade ago. You hear all the stories, for example, about the rape gangs in Britain. That was going on in alternative media sites, which I have been reading for since after the 2008 crisis. They talk about all this. I've known about it. And was so frustrating over the years knowing about this, and most people don't. So having society at large finally waking up to how insane all this is, it's very refreshing and reassuring.
you there, Julio? You know, I think when it comes to people that are here and they're not assimilated and, you know, they think they own the place now, I'm kind of thinking that the Blue Archive girl is kind of right in that case, in those cases specifically. Anyway, I think this is retarded, guys. I think Americans are just too retarded now. I'm just being real. I just think too many of us are giga retarded.
No, Leaflet, it's not that. It's there's a deep state, and a deep state has for decades strived to misinform the American people. It has deep roots in the colleges. Read any good book on the CIA and you'll find out all the links between the CIA and colleges. It's not an accident that all this racial theories popped up in colleges. So you have decade-long disinformation campaign that the American people have been victim of, and it's still ongoing. The media is still trying to push it. But finally, that is breaking. And it's not people because they're retarded, they're just maybe naive and gullible, most of them. Some of the very few small amount are retarded, but before the 2008 crisis, I was a lot more liberal before I found out, before all I discovered in my research afterwards.
No, don't put the song at the end of the fucking video. Don't. Leela has given up on us. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Where's the lie? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand this at all. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand like why people are okay with it. Why people want it. It just, none of it makes sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense without knowing about the deep state. Basically, that was my feeling. I've reached a point at when I was researching 2008 crisis. There was so much that just did not make sense. Absolutely batshit insane. And eventually I came to the conclusion there has to be an agenda, like behind the scenes agenda doing all this. And the world started to make a lot more sense when you look at it in that light. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. This will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Twitch. Goodbye.